What's up, you guys? I am just about to hook up my trailer as we finally got word that the Porsche is ready to go after an entire year in the shop. But first, before I hook up this trailer and start gradually depleting my gas mileage, I want to commemorate this moment by showing you guys this gas mileage. So let me show you. This is my average miles per gallon up there in the top right. And that's the lifetime miles per gallon. 28.3, mixed driving, highway, city, etc. And you can tell that by the fact that the odometer says, what does the odometer say? 3848. And trip B also says 3848. So, and trip B also says 28.2 miles per gallon, which is basically the same as the average miles per gallon. So, man, I'm just flabbergasted. Now, I'm not the type of person who shops gas prices and stuff until recently. Until the gas went up to almost $6. I started shopping gas for diesel, but and regular unleaded gasoline. I started shopping gas a little bit. I've never turned the air conditioner off in this truck. I haven't done anything to try to preserve gas mileage, and still, with mixed driving, 28.3 miles per gallon. That's pretty awesome. I am a numbers guy, so now that I see it, it's something that's in my head, and I'll keep looking at it at least for a while. But we'll see. You know, I might start a trip tomorrow, trip A tomorrow. We might go to this trip A. We'll see. I was just tracking this last tank of gas because I was thinking that it would go for 700 miles. I thought we could drive all the way to Florida to my mom's house and back on one tank. I wouldn't do that. Obviously, I wouldn't try to run it down to E because it would have been close. But we ended up taking the Durango anyway, so it didn't matter. But anyways, we're going to pick up the car tomorrow, and that's going to be awesome to actually see the car. I haven't seen the car in almost a year. So it's been a long time coming, man. So we're gonna go pick up the car tomorrow, and I just wanted, man, that's pretty phenomenal for a pickup truck. I love my Hemi, my unmuffled Hemi, but this gas mileage is pretty cool. But I'm gonna keep that muffled Hemi because that sound is intoxicating. And before our combustion engines go the way of the dodo bird and get replaced by all electric cars, I'm gonna keep me some loud noises around, at least for a little while. All right, I will see you guys on the way to pick up the Porsche. 1 year track days, here we come. What's up, you guys? We are here in the Ecodiesel. It's our first time towing with the 22 Ecodiesel, and just kind of comparing it to my 4th gen, which was an 11, so it's an early 4th gen. I'd say that this mini diesel is not as peppy, under load. I felt like when I first started towing with the Hemi 1500, it felt like nothing was really back there with the power. Coming from I had a QX56 and was it like a 3rd gen Durango, 2nd gen, whatever it was. It was a 2008 Durango that I towed with. So my 4th gen pickup was my first pickup truck to tow with, and it was like head and shoulders above everything else. But I generally only tow. Estimated time in traffic, 8 minutes. My Pace trailer, which I have behind me now, it's about 3,000 pounds or so, maybe 3,500 pounds. And then my race car is another 3,000 pounds or so, maybe 3,100 pounds. So what's that, like 65, 7,000, and then you got spares and all that kind of stuff. So maybe another 1,000 pounds worth of stuff in the trailer. So usually about 7,500 pounds or so. And right now we're not doing bad. I started a new trip when we left, or when I hooked the trailer up, just to kind of see what the gas miles would be like with the trailer on it. And as of right now, I have 33 miles. That's going from my trailer to my house last night, and from my house to my studio, to train this morning, and then from my studio to my daughter's school is only like a few miles. And then now I'm in traffic, going to pick up the Porsche, the turbo, the time trial car. So comparatively, you know, it feels super smooth. This transmission feels so much smoother. The chassis feels a lot more competent than and controlled than the other one, a lot less bouncy. Now, mind you, I did over time add airbags to my 11. Now it's on a 3.5 front and 2-inch rear max track lift, and it's got airbags on it, so that ride is a lot more bumpy. I started to put my Timbrins on here. I have some Timbrins that I had on the 11 before I put the airbags on it. I started to put the Timbrins on here, but I said, let's tow naked first. Let's tow naked, see how it handles. For right now, obviously, it's just an empty trailer. It's only like 3,500 pounds. It should handle that with no sweat, which it is doing. However, I'm a little concerned because when I put the trailer on it, it's almost down to level. So I'm worried if I add another 3,000 pounds with the car, is that going to drop it even more to where it's squatting? At which point, if I was going anywhere outside of the city, it's about an hour to my mechanic on the other side of Atlanta. If I was going to tow further than that, I'd definitely put the Timbrins in, you know, especially like when you're going and you hit, like, you know, if you're towing for a while, you're going to hit something and, you know, it's going to kind of give you that jounce every now and then, some uneven highway or something like that. I definitely probably want to put the Timbrins on if I don't get the airbags put on this vehicle. So I have Timbrins because they were left over from the other car, and I found out that the Timbrins that fit my 4th gen will also fit the 5th gen, so I can just stick those on here. I just didn't have time this morning to go in my garage and look for them. They're kind of buried in somewhere because I haven't used them in a couple years. So we're gonna tow naked this time. When we go to the track the next time out of town, I don't think I should need that stuff towing from my house to Road Atlanta, which is 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes from my house to Road Atlanta. So that's not gonna be a big deal. You know, towing back and forth to my mechanic, I don't think that's gonna be a big deal. But once I go out of town again, you know, to somewhere out of town, to a track in, you know, Savannah or Carolina, Virginia, wherever I'm going next, Birmingham, maybe Barber, we'll see. So as of right now, we got everything's the fuel economy is actually, it started off at like 13, so it's actually going up, it's climbing. I'm in kind of this kind of rolling traffic, so there's not a lot of throttle, I'm not going at high miles an hour. I think at, you know, a higher, you know, speed, I think the fuel mileage would be worse. But we'll see. Maybe on the way back, because the other side of the highway is open. So once I'm on my way back, I'll be back well before traffic starts going back in the other direction. We'll see how that goes. The transmission is buttery smooth. The engine is very quiet. You know, even when it kicks down a gear, everything is super quiet, which is great, man. It's very relaxing. Like, this is the most relaxing towing experience I've ever had. So we're gonna see how it changes once I add the car. I've been fiddling around with the trailer brake. I've got the trailer brake at maximum gain, just for when I put the car on here. It's not locking up the tires or anything. When I had my other truck, I had a Takansha, like an aftermarket brake controller with, like, it's got like brake boosts on it. So like, it had one that was just like really jam the brakes, and that helped when I had the car on the trailer, but it would lock it up when I was not had the car on the trailer, so I'd have to dial that part down. So far so good. We're only at 30 miles in. We're gonna see how this gas mileage plays out over the course of this trip. We're gonna keep, until I drop the trailer off, I'm gonna keep that mileage going. So we're gonna head over here, grab this portion, and I will see you in a minute. Peace out. Right hand down. Careful on those fenders. quit pushing. It magically moves by itself, right, Des? Almost.
No, I got it rolling forward.
Oh.
He's got to roll over. It won't go like that. All right.
Yo, we have gotten the car on the trailer and we are headed back home. I had to change my shirt, man, because being outside, changing it in the summer in Atlanta, putting the car on the trailer. If you've ever done that before, enclosed or out, doesn't matter. Hot Atlanta in August, it's hot, man. You're gonna start sweating. So whatever you got on, you probably gonna have to change it. All right, you guys, we had a little bit of a rain delay when we got home. But as you can see, our trip total since last night when I went to pick up the trailer from the storage, 119.4 miles. It was 16.2. So overall, you guys, man, I'm very happy with this towing experience so far, man. 16 miles a gallon. I'm sure I might have been like 10, 11 in the 11, and that might have been after the lift, maybe like 9, 10. Before the lift, maybe 11 tops. So I'm thoroughly impressed with a 16 miles a gallon. That's basically what my 11 gets now, with the 22s and the lift and all that, with nothing on it. So this truck handled all the bumps very well. There were some bumpy sections of traffic on 285 around Atlanta. They're not traffic, but the pavement undulations from where they were doing construction, and the pavement's very uneven. There's a lot of bumpy places, and you could feel the suspension working to make sure that the car remained stable. And that was huge. Like when you can literally feel it working when you're going over these bumps, that was huge, man. So I'm thoroughly impressed with the chassis and how it handles, you know, the weight, the added weight. My 11, man, just feels it's a totally different experience. It feels like an old pickup truck. You know what I'm saying? Like everything bounces at once. So all the force gets translated into your behind. This one, you can feel it working to make sure that those forces do not make it to your butt. And that is very impressive, man. That's like sports car level. So I see why this truck got the truck of the year, man. It's legit. It is wholly legit. So I'm gonna enjoy driving this around. But when I put the level on it, obviously it's gonna unbound, because it's literally like sitting perfectly level, especially even with the car on the trailer, pretty much perfectly level. Once I put that level kit, 2-inch level kit on the front, it's probably gonna squat a little bit in the back. So I'll have to address that. I'm likely going to put the Airlift 5000 on the back of here, just because. And mind you, I did not tow with my weight distributing hitch. I have one, but like I said, I wanted to tow naked first to see how the chassis handled the weight. And that's essentially the weight that I'll carry, minus. So I got a 200-pound generator when it's full of gas, and I probably have 300 pounds of, you know, tires. It's probably like 300 pounds of tires, something like that. With the wheels and tires, it's probably like 250, 300 pounds of tires. And then all my tools and spares and all that kind of stuff. Like I would say probably another 1,000 pounds total. Another 1,000 pounds. And this truck feels like it can handle it very competently. So for what I do and how I tow, this is perfect. And I'm gonna enjoy driving it daily to run my business, and I'm going to enjoy it when I go to the track. So I'm just going to have to make sure I can keep the interior clean. You know, especially when you go to the track, you get grime and gunk all over your hands from wrenching and working on the car and all that. I got a cover coming for the seat that's going to keep, you know, all the sweat and all that stuff out of the fabric. But you know, you get in here with dirty hands and stuff, you touching stuff, it gets all over the place. So I'll just have to keep some wipes or something, Clorox wipes or something here to clean my hands when I get in here, because that is going to, any type of stain or blemish this early on is going to bother me. So I'm going to take my 16 miles a gallon towing with the trailer, and I'm gonna be happy and celebrate that for right now. So anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video. We got the running boards at home, we got the tunnel cover at home, I got to install, and then like I said, we got the level kit at home waiting, and we got wheels on the way. It's supposed to be here in a week. So all that stuff coming soon. I will holler at you later. Peace out.